see, this whole Founder Institute started before 5 years, 5 or I don't know, 6 years. Through just this beautiful LinkedIn connection, I just met two wonderful people. One is Sanal and another one is Gopi. And that is how this thing started. So Sanal is like the backbone, foundation for all this hard work. He never gives up. So that is, he's like an unsung hero. You know, he picks up the phone, makes everybody join, makes everybody complete the assignment, and makes all the mentors talk to the founders. And I don't know how he does that. The secret behind him is our Anathe from US, Gopi, right? So this man is in Silicon Valley. You know, he's a serial entrepreneur. You know, many people go to US, come back with gifts for the family. That's all they do, right? I'm not saying that is wrong, but you know, that's all they do. Here is one man who says, you know, I want to bring Silicon Valley to Chennai. That is his one-line statement I remember from the day we met. So I think you should all also meet. So I think we have Gopi, who will give the director address, who is the star brain behind bringing FI. He's a serial investor also. He has a venture fund.
Fantastic.
And you should say hello to each other before you take leave, sir. Gopi, come on board. Hello.
Oh, fantastic. Nice meeting you, Mr. Gopi.
Yeah, nice meeting you, Mr. Mike. I appreciate the speech you gave and the advice you gave. That was fantastic. It was really great to hear that. And thank you so much, Kumaran. Definitely, this would not have happened at all this way without me meeting you and bringing Sanal into the loop and really creating something. I mean, I would say that, you know, all the directors have been, even though this is a commercial focused venture, we've been selfless. You know, it's absolutely been a labor of love. And Kumaran has been this amazing heart of the program. The spirit, the energy, the excitement, all of that comes from him. And I have to, of course, acknowledge Sanal. You know, that's a good description, the backbone of the program. You know, so he's kind of put it together, kept it together, made it move forward. And it's always, I knew that about him. So it's really in many ways he's been the one that's kept it going forward, even across challenges. And I wanted to also acknowledge one of our past grads, Bonnie, who joined us as program manager this semester. And wow, what a big relief for for the three of us. You know, we all have full-time jobs, and we absolutely needed somebody like Bonnie to take care of it. And it's run really smoothly, and he's provided tremendous help to to all of the startups. I think the startups would know that, you know, this is a program and this is about equity and so on, but really, you know, at least the folks that are involved in India, this has absolutely been just about helping the startups. There's very little money. The company that primary sponsor, Cellarstone, spends a ton of money to make sure this happens, and there's really no cash return anytime in the future for this. We just want to make sure that as many entrepreneurs have a chance to succeed in India. You know, we started in Chennai, happy to expand it throughout India this year due to virtualization. So it's been just wonderful. I'm so happy to be a part and parcel of it, and thank you again for Mike for presenting. I wanted to finish up a little bit with a few thoughts. You know, the startups, as we see their journey, they inspire us back. You know, we may advise, we may direct, we may assist, but they bring passion. They bring this drive that we cannot give. It is not givable. It has to come from the entrepreneur most of the time. And so it's been super inspiring to see them attempt this incredible task. I I try to use the analogy that, this is very much like, climbing Mount Everest. Very few, tens and thousands of people try to be startups. Vastly more people want to be, but to be able to get to a point, even the base camp, to prepare and then to have an assault on the mountain, very few have the gumption, the energy, the drive, the grit, all of that to be able to do it. And we are faced today with a number of entrepreneurs, that are here. We are the Sherpas, try to help you get there, one step, and you'll have hopefully advisors, Sherpas throughout your journey to the top of the mountain. But we're like your base camp, preparing you for the pieces that you need to make your assault. So it is still an incredibly challenging endeavor, but the reward is intense, immense. So be prepared for it. Be able to go and do it, because once you do it, once you're successful, you add so much meaning to your life. Just by attempting such a thing, you've elevated yourself from the average, right? Lots of your peers, live, they work, they do great things, because just living life itself is very hard. And, getting married, having a job, having children, contributing to society, they all do all of that. But what you're doing, right? This changes. This is a game changer for your society, right? So even if you succeed, you actually make everybody around you more successful, everybody around you prouder of you. And the fact that you attempt, every person that attempts Mount Everest goes on the record books, right? They say this person attempted. um, so this is the kind of journey that you are facing. So I'm very, very happy to be, at least in this early stages, a part of what you're trying to do. Okay, so that's wonderful. And we will, the group will be always trying to assist you in any way we can. I'd like to, from my personal life, I'd like to add a few things for you guys to take away, as you do this difficult journey. Here, one thing I suggest is that, this is a tough thing. The stresses are going to be high. It is easy to be impatient, easy to be frustrated, easy to be angry, blame others. But I really would like you to find the best in everybody. Everybody around you is trying. At the level you're at, people are trying to do something and they're attempting. So always look for that best in everybody around you. We all have flaws, we all have gaps in our abilities, right? Most of us are really good in one or maybe two areas, but the rest of it we suck, right? We're not really good at constructing a house or whatever, right?
Hey,
So we are,
அந்த
we're only
கெட்டில் இது
competent
எப்படி
in one or
போடுறது
two
இதுல?
areas. But we have to try and look at the others, complementing our skills. They're great at a couple of areas. Cherish that, praise that, and be more patient with other areas that are not great. So find, instead of looking for the things that they're breaking at, they're not doing correctly, keep looking for the things they do great and praise them. And that would be a key thing. That's always something I'll try to unmute myself. I'll try to communicate throughout the companies I've started. So that's one thing to be aware of. Find the best in everyone. The second is you heard a lot throughout the program about understanding the customer product fit and use cases and so on. I'd like you to go a little bit deeper. Figure out a way to mirror customers' thinking. Put yourself fully in the customer's place. Feel the way they do. try to struggle with the problems they struggle with. Try to understand, and from there, try to see what you would want as a customer. Literally, we all have in our brain something called mirror neurons. So if you see someone crying, there are neurons triggered in that person's brain that is accommodating sadness and crying and so on. The people that are watching, the same neurons in their brains also get activated. This concept is called mirror neurons. So if you can put yourself in their exact place and feel that pain and feel the pleasure, you are more likely to create something that they absolutely need. Not just about if they just had it, it'll be great. But like, what are they really feeling? What does their day look like? What does their day end like? Really feel that. So that's another thing that we try to think about a lot. You are going to be doing, again, an enormous thing. And it is, and some days you'll get up and you'll feel overwhelming and you'll feel like nobody is believing in me and this thing is so big and how am I going to get all of these things done? And one technique we try to use, and you may have heard it before, is pick the low-hanging fruit first, right? You see a tree with fruits and you see it's all beautiful, lots of, don't try to climb the tree immediately and try to pick the very best. Just look for the low-hanging fruit, right? The easy ones, and make it part of your way of rewarding yourself. Because
We lost Gopi.
We lost
break
you,
it
I
up
think.
into many pieces and do the small, easy thing first, right? Get that momentum inside you. Oh, I got this thing. This is working. But now you're already in it. So it'll be easier to be able to get to that next thing if you pick the low-hanging fruit first. Sorry, my connection is a little weak right now. And similarly, you already started this path, and which is incredible because for every one of you doing this, I would say there's probably 1 lakh people wanting to do what you want to do, but they cannot get started, right? The thing you've done is you started. So the phrase is every journey starts with a single step, right? We wait, we anticipate, we check, we do all these things, right? But figure out, even if you don't know fully, even in the absence of complete information, act with uncertainty around you. Do not wait for certainty anywhere, right? If you have spent some time, you learned enough, and you still don't know all the answers, still act anyway. Okay, still take that first step. So act. Every journey starts with a single step. It's not just about your full journey, but like an initiative, a product development, a partner relationship, a customer call. Act. Take that first step. Okay, so that's another practice that are good. That is good. So you are an adventure. You're an adventure, a startup venture, and you're an adventure. You're trying things that other people don't. You're exploring, and guess what? You're going to end up with some dead ends. You're going to make mistakes. New subjects that you're trying to learn will feel impossible for you. Your complex customer situation will make you make mistakes, okay? And you won't know the right ways. This is all inevitable. This is all going to happen to you. There is no perfect path in front of you. You will constantly keep finding these, but it is okay. mistakes are fine. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. Okay, you have to just think like, okay, okay, that's a mistake. I learned something. How I have to spin around and take that other path, right? Get some learning from it, figure out how not to do that again and move forward anyway, right? And also realize that, you're not going to express your mistakes to everyone, but people around you are making mistakes too. See, be kind to them, be forgiving of their mistakes as well. And so these are my sort of few practices that I try to practice that I thought I would share with you guys. I wish all of you amazing success. I wish for us, for me personally, just seeing you, in the news, creating something great out of this passion and work you've done would be a great reward. So, congratulations on getting here, and do not give up. Keep going forward. Make it to the top of the mountain. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Gopi, I think the message for the day is something I have tagged you already on. You have a venture and you are an adventure. So same to you also. So thank you so much for the, I don't have a glass now, but yeah, okay, this one.
Coffee glass.
Okay, all right then. Thank you for staying, as a guiding force for all of us and keeping us on the track. Thanks, Gopi.